So guess what, guys? It's incredible. We met a friend of us.
Yeah.
He's a friar, but he wasn't born as a friar, was he?
Yeah, he was in another life. In a couple of company, he was a colleague of me, and probably in one was a colleague
Yes,
of you
yes.
also. Now he's a friar, and this is a real example of transformation.
He was a manager. He was a corporate guy that he decided to really take his life upside down and live his own truth. If this is not a story of transformation, what is?
Yeah, it's a strange thing because from IT and telecommunication to God and San Francisco rule is a very, very brilliant and curious for certain transformation. But he maintained a great brain with a big open mind, and he lived the opportunity to be another man in another life in a very, very
Well, he's living authentically.
oh yes, he's living authentically. Yeah.
Yeah. So, great stuff. More to come, and see you later.
Bye.
Yep, bye.
Hi guys, this is the Basilica of Colle Maggio, where Pope Celestine V have the grave, and the Pope is a unique kind of Pope because he was an hermit that became Pope, and then he was the first Pope that was declared outside Rome, the first Pope that resigned, and the first Pope that became saints after the resignation. So
queste chiavi d'oro, l'uomo. Prima di aprire il paradiso, lui deve uscire e aprire anche parte esterna. Ma questo è un simbolo molto antico elaborato dai teologi. Vediamo il nostro santo, insieme a Bernardinano di Maestro, di Santo, Madonna bellissima del 1400, grazie. E poi non volevo fare la teologia, però quel titolo meriterebbe anche un breve accenno. Perché delle grazie?
Perché delle grazie? Allora, io quello
Della grazia.
della grazia non è qualcosa che fai tu, ma qualcosa che ricevi, un dono divino, no? La grazia.
Ma la differenza tra il dono e la grazia, mi ha fatto la grazia, mi ha dato qualcosa, non mi ha donato. Molti turisti conoscitori dell'affresco, questa qui natività di Gesù, dove pochissimi che possono avere una sfumatura e hanno analizzato che cosa è, che è una specie di fungo con diverse piante, la foglia, altre, e dava un colore per ricavarlo, una tecnica rara, bellissima anche le stimmate di San Francesco. Sono cose, peccato che si è conservato poco, per quanto conventino che abbiamo visto non era tanto grande, 2-3 piani, ma naturalmente e qui è noto perché
pure più grande, la stanzina che ce la vede che vi prende da una parte e poi continua.
la biblioteca hanno quello comune, ha dato aspetto
Quello pure
moderno.
antico.
Voi invece di lavoro adesso bisognerebbe rimettere.
Quanto tempo è che stai nell'altro?
Anche meglio, magari
Il libro quando non respira c'è il pericolo che le pagine, soprattutto i libri antichi. Allora, è grande solo che ci vuole il lavoro. E lo Stato non ha i soldi, non organizza questo trasferimento di libri sui scaffali per poter avere accesso alle opere grandissime di San Bernardino, dei Santi, anche le opere di tanti altri settori.
Che è questo?
È piccolo, invece il quale cambia?
So we just came out from the monastery. We needed some time to really understand what happened to us today. This is the final day, and we've been extremely lucky to meet with
the friars that coming from the rules of San Francisco's made us a lot of information and a lot of experience, a lot of feelings, and
yeah, I mean we've gone inside the monastery. It's a 1400 century monastery. There is a very big library that has been destroyed by the earthquake. And if I understood correctly, but it's something that we'll need to check, is 120,000 books are held in there. And in terms of transformation, what the friar told us is that if there is a book that better than any other book would describe transformation, it's called
Imitatio Christi.
Imitatio Christi, that basically has inside, it speaks about science, religion, every aspect of life, and in fact what he was saying is that people become saint when they live life fully. So when the life is an experience. It's not by reading through books or analyzing the books and the data and trying to understand from whatever theological or philosophical or scientific perspective, but it's really in living life fully. And he told us a story about many stories actually about a saint that could actually see Jesus simply because he was seeing it. It was a state of his mind, of his heart, to fully feel it as a reality. So
yes, the big lesson is you can be honest, you can be a scientist, you can be a professor, but the lesson is that you have to share your experience with all the rest of people, your life, your feeling, if you want to be a unique with the humanity, with the mankind, and with God.
yeah, so transformation is really not something that you can talk about. It's something that you need to experience, something that you need to live, truly live, as your own truth. And that really is the transformation that I think we can summarize what transformation is. Transformation is something that you live inside as an experience, not as something that you learn from the book. Book actually make a lot of sense once you have your own experience, and then the books are helpful, but it's not through the books that you can actually develop yourself as a person. So I think really this is pretty much the message.
And the last phrase that the friar told us is live the present, learn from the past, because you have to prepare the future.
And honestly, Pierluigi, when we started this journey, we didn't have a clue that this journey would have changed ourselves as well. Because when we started, you remember, we thought that we, as the observers, were going to do a sort of like a reporter job. We're going there, we're going to interview, we're going to see places, and then we're going to tell you about it. This is not what happened. What happened is that even yesterday, after we saw and spoke to a lot of people, we couldn't come out with a synthesis to tell you, because that changed us. So this came really unexpected. We didn't realize that this experience was going to change us as well. So we're not observer anymore. We're keeping this experience inside. It's changed us.
Yeah, because we are talking of something like, if you have a look on the news on TV, you can have 50% of the experience, probably 100% of the fact. But living the experience is a completely different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Experience life is to be lived. It's not to be thought about it. It's not to be reading about it, or the media. Media today is just a bunch of images. That's fine, but it's not the reality. The reality is when you actually live.
Live and see. See and live.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this journey together with us. I hope you find this valuable somehow. We hope that this is providing good information to you all, and give you a chance to reflect and decide really what is it that is the transformation. What is transformation for you, and how we can help other people to live life authentically, really.
That's all.
Okay, guys, thank you all very much, and to the next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thanks.